Hey guys, welcome back to the Voiden channel. Today we are going to talk about workflows. I want to show you something that completely changed how I test APIs. It's called Stitch Runner, and it's built right into Voiden. Now here's what we're going to do in this video. I've already set up a full project that hits a real live API. No mocking, no fake data, actual HTTP requests going out and coming back. We're going to walk through 6 files together: a login, create user, list users, get user, update user, and finally, delete user. I'll show you how each file connects to the next one automatically, how the login token flows into every other request without you doing anything, and how one keyboard shortcut runs all 6 files back to back and gives you a full test report at the end. All right, let's jump in. So the first thing I want to show you is the project structure. Up on the top left, you'll see the environment section. This is where I keep all my environment variables. Baserol is pointing to localhost. That's our local server running right here on the machine, no rate limits, fully under our control. Username is Emily's and password is Emily's pass. Those are the credentials baked into our local server. Now let's look at the folders. I've got an auth folder that has login, void inside. I've got a users folder that has 5 files: create user, list users, get user, update user, and delete user. And then at the root, I've got suite. That's the Stitch Runner file, and that's the one that ties everything together. Let me open login, void first. This is a post request going to /auth/login. The body is sending username and password. Notice I'm using username and password. Those are pulling straight from the NV file. No hard-coded credentials anywhere. Clean. Now the assertions. We're checking. Simple stuff. But here's the part that makes everything work: the post script at the bottom. After the request finishes, this JavaScript runs automatically. It grabs the access token from the response and saves it as access token. It also saves the user ID as current user ID. These are now runtime variables. Every single file that runs after this one gets to use them. No copy paste, no manual work. They just flow through. Okay, let's open createUser.void. This one is a post. Look at the auth block. Auth type is bearer, and the token field is access token. That's the variable login, just saved. Voiden is picking it up automatically. The body is sending first name, last name, email, and age. Assertions: status 201, 8 exists, first name and email match what we sent. And then at the bottom, another post script. This one saves created user ID from the response. That ID is going to travel all the way through get, update, and delete. Completely hands-free. List users. Void is the simplest one in the project. Get request to /users. Bearer token from the variable. 2 query params. Limit 10, skip 0. The server comes back with a users array, a total count, skip, and limit. We're asserting all 4 of those exist, so we know the response shape is right. Get user. Void, get to /users/ed. See the path table here? The ed is mapped to created user ID, the variable create user. Void saved for us. We didn't have to type the ID anywhere. Voiden just picked it up from the previous file and used it here. Assertions check that the user has an ID, first name, last name, email, and age. Void update user sends a put to /users/id. Same thing. Path param is created user ID. The body is updating the first name to Jane updated and age to 30. After the request runs, the assertions verify that those exact values came back in the response. Last one, delete user. Delete to /users/ed one more time using created user ID. The server responds with 200 and gives back is deleted true and a deleted on timestamp. We assert both of those so we know the deletion actually happened. The post script logs a cleanup message. Just a nice confirmation that the whole flow ran end-to-end. Suit. Void, the Stitch Runner. Okay, this is the part I've been building up to. Let me open suite. In this file, you see the Stitch Runner. The first one is the auth suite, so it picks up everything inside the auth folder. The second Stitch block is the users suite. I've listed all 5 files explicitly in the exact order I want them to run. Create, list, get, update, delete. Stop on failure is enable. If login fails, the whole run stops immediately. Makes sense. If we don't have a token, nothing else is going to work anyway. And isolate files is disable. That's the setting that lets variables flow from one file to the next. This is what makes the whole chain work. Token from login, ID from create, all flowing through automatically. Delay between files is 200, a small 200 millisecond gap between requests. All right, let's run it. The results panel opens on the right. Login, .void, passed. Status 200, token saved, user ID captured. All green. Create user, passed. 201. ID saved. List users, passed. Users came back. Get user, passed. All fields confirmed. Update user, passed. Name and age updated. Delete user, passed. Is deleted true. All done. 6 files. Every assertion passed. I didn't touch a thing. So let's break down what just happened. We had 6 separate files, each one doing exactly one job. The token from login flowed into every request that needed authentication. The user ID from create flowed into get, update, and delete. Stitch Runner ran them all in order, collected every single assertion result, and showed us exactly what passed, what failed, and how fast each one was. This is what a proper API test suite looks like: organized, automated, and actually useful. And that's it. We went from zero, just a bunch of void files sitting in folders, to a fully automated API test suite running end-to-end with one shortcut: login, create, list, get, update, delete. All connected, all passing, all done without lifting a finger. That feeling when everything goes green? That's the whole point. That's why we build things properly. I hope this gave you a new way to think about API testing. Go build something awesome and enjoy every green checkmark along the way. See you in the next one.